Assalamu alaikum. My name is Myra Said and my topic of presentation is secure mobile application development best practices for protecting user data. First of all, we will see the introduction. Mobile apps are now essential for communication, entertainment, shopping, banking and other aspects of our daily life. As security threats increases, it is crucial to ensure that mobile apps are secure. Insecure mobile apps can lead to data breaches, sensitive information theft and financial losses. Adopting best security practices is essential to safeguard your mobile apps, APIs, and user data and privacy. Like we all know, mobile apps are like tools we use on our phone for a lot of things, like talking to friends, watching videos, buying stuff, and many more. But we need to make sure that these apps are safe too. Hackers are always trying to find ways to get into these apps and steal our personal information, even our money. This means that we need to make sure that these apps are safe from APIs and other security breaches. Then we will see the key threats to user data in mobile application. First one is data interception during transmission, which means that hacker can steal our information while it is being sent or transferred. The next one is insecure data storage on the device, poor authentication and authorization mechanism, lack of secure coding practices, and third-party integration and APIs. The next topic is data encryption. What is data encryption? Encryption is a method of encoding data in such a way that it is transformed into a format that it is unreadable to unauthorized individuals such as hackers. And we can say that encryption is like turning your message into a secret code so that only person you want can understand it. There are two important things to consider when it is come to encryption. First one is transport layer security. What is transport layer security? Transport layer security is like a secret tunnel between your apps and the server. It wraps your data into a special code when it travels, or sneaky hackers or any stealer can't understand if they try to steal it. Implementing transport layer security for secure communication between the apps and the server can can prevent eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attack. The next is end-to-end encryption. When dealing with sensitive user data or real-time communication, consider implementing end-to-end encryption. This ensures that the data remain enclosed throughout its journey from sender to receiver. The next is secure authentication and authorization. Utilize multi-factor authentication and biometric recognition to ensure secure user login. Enforce secure password policies, including minimum length, complex requirement, including maximum length, complexity requirements, and periodic password change of once the user identity is authenticated. Authorization determines which actions and resources they are allowed to access within the app. It is like to keep our app safe. We use biometric recognition like fingerprints or face scans to confirm it really us key logging in. We also make sure that our passwords are super strong with mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, and we can change them often. Once we are in, the app decides what we can do and what we can't do. Is this like authorization? The next topic is enforce secure coding practices. Secure coding, also referred as secure programming, involves writing code into a high-level language that follows strict principle with the goal of preventing potential vulnerability which could expose data or cause harm within a target system. Cross-site scripting and SQL injection are other types of attacks can exploit security vulnerability into your code. The next is secure data storage. Storage of user data should be done securely, avoiding storing sensitive user data locally on the device wherever possible. Instead, use secure cloud storage solutions that offer robust security measures such as data encryption, access control, and regular security audits. This reduces the risk of data loss or unauthorized access in case of device theft or loss. When it comes to storing user data, it is important to keep it safe. Instead of keeping sensitive information like password, credit card numbers locally onto your phone, we need to make sure that they are securely stored into your device. Like we can store them into a secure cloud. A secure cloud is like a super safe wallet of your data. It's protected by secure logs like encryptions, which encodes your data into code that only authorized person can understand. Next one is input validation and sanitization. Check user input to make sure it's safe to use. Reject or clean input that could be malicious, preventing attacks like SQL injection or cross-site scripting. Removing any harmful element from user input to prevent security breaches. Cleans input data before using it to avoid vulnerability. Input validation and sanitization means like we are securing our code so that any user input cannot cause any harm to our code and can cause any vulnerability. The next point is secure network communication. Secure network communication means keeping all devices interactions on a network safe from unauthorized access. We achieve this by using HTTPS and certificate binding. What is HTTPS? HTTPS is like sending our message in a way that that it can't be steal. That it is steal. That it is like sending our message in a locked box, so nobody can peek inside while it is traveling. This stops anybody from stealing our information and is moved from our apps and server. HTTPS ensure all communication between the apps and the server occurs over secure HTTPS connection. This prevents data interception and authorized access during transit. Certificate binding. Certificate binding is like implementing certificate binding to validate super authenticity and avoid potential man-in-the-middle attack. It is like checking the identity of a person, like if they are saying that who they are claiming they are they really are. This is like it can avoid potential attacks like man in the middle attack. The next point is regular security audits. Conduct regular security audits and penetration testing to identify and address vulnerabilities. Stay proactive in addressing potential security risk and ensure continuous security improvements. To keep our app safe, we need to check it regularly for weak spot like hackers could sneak into. We do this through like penetration testing and regular security audits. The next is case study. Case study of the Snapchat data breach. In December 2013, a secure vulnerability in Snapchat API was exploited by hackers. The vulnerability allows attackers to access the app users' data, including username and phone numbers, throughout third-party apps called Snapseed, which offers the ability to save Snapchat photos and videos. What was its impacts? This breach compromises the privacy of millions of Snapchat users, exposing their personal information to potential misuse. Hackers were able to access and download a database containing approximately 4.6 million Snapchat username and phone numbers, which were subsequently published online. What was the lesson learned during this Snapchat data breach? We learned that third-party integration risk can introduce secure vulnerability if not monitored. API security is extremely important in order to prevent unauthorized access and exploitation of sensitive user data. App developer must prioritize user privacy and implement robust security measures to safeguard personal information from unauthorized access or disclosure. Thank you. Any question?